Kia ora, I'm Johnny, and WandaVision had no right to do that to my soul!
Hello, Cornado.
This is the show where I talk all things hero related from Marvel to, well, at the moment just Marvel, but more is coming. We've got a whole bunch of DC, Star Wars, and video game movie reviews coming when we hit the big 50 subs, so please do us a solid with a sub, leave a comment with what you'd like us to discuss in the future episodes. Us. J2. J. Holy moly, bagoli jagoli. What an episode of WandaVision that was. So we start out getting some backstory of that old witch, Agatha. And these are like the Salem witch trials. That's an actual thing that happened. There's an older witch that accuses her of using forbidden magic, but Agatha was like, nah, your magic is weak as dicks. So you'd notice that the oldest witch there is wearing the same brooch as Agatha. Either she bought a knockoff from AliExpress or she stole it. Turns out, that old witch is Agatha's mummy. After a big team power beam, they quickly turn into corpses. I don't know, witch stuff. But Agatha is way more powerful witch, and her mum was like, come here, me, ah! But Agatha had a death beam, went zoop right through it, and killed her mum. She steals the brooch so she doesn't have to wait 6 months for delivery. And we begin the story of Agatha. Nope, Wanda time. So finally we get the explanation for how everything started from Wanda's point of view, traveling through all of these scenes of her past like that Christmas movie. Was it Nightmare of Christmas Past or Ghost of Christmas or Ghost of Tsushima? I don't remember. I don't remember what it was called. But all of this is for Agatha to figure out how Wanda managed to change reality and where her power comes from.
Where did you come from?
Not an evil mastermind plan, but more like a curious mastermind. She sensed Wanda's reality-changing magic and came to find out who or what did it.
I didn't do anything.
Apparently being powered by an Infinity Stone isn't enough, so we dive into Wanda's memories. We find out who her fake parents are. Weirdly, why Wanda had an accent, but it's kind of explained by them watching American shows. So, I can believe she could have changed accents, right? She changed realities. I don't think the way she talks is something to care about. So stop it. The reason for her reliving these sitcom episodes is because she's reliving a time that she remembers as happy times. She was watching TV in the Hydra prison, watching sitcoms, and we get her sitting in her room in the Avengers Tower watching Malcolm in the Middle. Well, the intro is some Malcolm in the Middle looking stuff. I don't know, I'm an MCU addict, not an intro addict. Out of all the things that I predicted, I'm glad this one was right, but it shouldn't have been. Shout out to @AaronRoots427 on Twitter for also noticing this because I thought I was going crazy. Malcolm in the Middle didn't even air during that time. What?
Damn it, he's right.
Yeah, we had a good run though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So on that Hydra prison, she was put in a room with an Infinity Stone and had a crazy LSD experience, having a godlike manifestation come down to her and save her from being killed from the stone's energy. I think I can only suspect that it's her as the Scarlet Witch, but the energy from it. I'll explain that later. Oh, we even get a reveal of Wanda always having witchy energy, so when Stark's rocket flew in but didn't explode, it was because she put a probability charm on it somehow. The probability of me understanding any of this before researching it was slim. This whole episode with Wanda is everything that they were missing to make her a fully fleshed out, thought about character. And not just this crazy red girl who has sex with robots. She has a complicated past full of nasties, but Vision is there to comfort her, and I'm not gonna lie, Vision is so genuinely good in this scene. Like that quote, "But what is grief? if not love persevering. Oh, my heart! I haven't felt that tug on my chest from the MCU since I don't feel so good. The writers of this episode? Goodness gracious, what a way to sum up why heroes do what they do and basically sum up Wanda's trauma in a sentence. No prescription pills needed when she's given lines like that. Even Wanda had a great one-liner. I can't feel you. She's so good at making you feel her pain. And Elizabeth Olsen shines in this episode, quite literally. And as much people want to accuse the MCU of being formulaic, they've had some of the best one-liners and character arcs that are all earned.
The measure of a person, of a hero.
I'm sorry.
Iron Man. Assemble.
It's
Speaking of good writing, give me more Agatha.
All those costumes and hairstyles.
As crazy as she is, I just wanted to see more. She gives off the vibe that she's evil, but she's more cheeky. She's
Bravo.
a cheeky girl than anything, so I don't think her intentions are as evil as they are making it out to be. She seems scared of Wanda's power and the capabilities of it. Why would she be scared? She's powerful. It's because Wanda's power is directly linked to an elder god, hell-bent on returning back to Earth. Not Mephisto or Nightmare, like I've been harping on about? Okay, maybe I flip-flop, but hey. I feel like I'm Agatha right now, theorizing a bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense yet. Maybe I could be Agatha. Maybe I'm a Skrull. Speaking of Skrulls, after Wanda walks in to sword with her bouncy hair Garnier,
naturally.
here we go with the swordman Hayward being a dick again.
We're dismantling the most sophisticated sentient weapon ever made.
He has to be a Skrull. Turns out though, he is a big stinky liar, and Wanda didn't even steal Vision's body. They were trying to recreate him to make a crazy sentient weapon. And then we had one of the saddest moments in this show. I can't feel you. Maybe do the whole loud inhale. Hayward's taken the mickey and he's remaking something that'll be nothing like the original. Like what Disney does best. Is Bob Iger a Skrull? Is Mickey Mouse a Skrull? It confirms Hayward as being an evil man. Way more evil than any human has ever been. Well, that's not true. But what's his deal? Why is he so upset about everything? He's got a tiny penis? Or Skrull? Why not both? Then Wanda drives off in a damn nice looking car. Is that a rental? Where did she get the money when she just got back from the snap? Is that why she wanted to get Vision? Because he's worth $3 billion and she needs to sell him to pay back the debt she owes to the rental company? I'm asking the real questions. She drives to Westview, which looks absolutely terrible, and then parks up to an empty lot. They were gonna escape the world and live in a nice house there. Another terribly sad moment. And then she explodes. And it shows how she changed reality. She's got that chaos magic and that changes reality. Does a sick Matrix move and revives Vision. Hello. Chaos magic. Chaos magic is so powerful that it changes the fabric of existence and reality because of what I talked about before, remember? She's linked to an elder god. And at this point, I'm a little sick of trying to figure out who the real big bad is because 8 episodes deep? Come on, but it's Chthon. It's Chthon? Jonathan. Chthon is a bad dude who ruled Earth ages ago with chaos magic. He created the Darkhold. That's the Darkhold. With the darkest and evilest spells. So then he could link up later for a way back to Earth, but he needs a body to do so. And he touched Wanda as a kid. Not in the molesting way, I hope, but like, what that means is that his mark on Wanda gives him access to a powerful body with chaos magic. It replicates his own. The problem, as it always is, dimensional entrapment. He can't move freely between dimensions without the Darkhold, which Agatha actually has in her possession. It explains why she's finding out how Wanda did all this. It was not Agatha all along. It was Agatha, but only part of it. So what that means is that the mark that Chthon gave Wanda at some point, like an STI, gave her power beyond any sorcery, but she has no control over it. Yet. If she does another big boom, then that could give him the opportunity to break through realities because the Darkhold's there. So Chthon has got all the things he needs to return back to Earth. Sorry, Nightmare and Mephisto. When she saw that bright Mind Stone light with the silhouette Scarlet Witch flying down, that god thing, that's a manifestation of her Scarlet Witch power. Yeah. Agatha tells us in the final scene, "Rah, rah, rah, chaos magic, you're Scarlett Johansson," which confirms it. The only way Wanda could have this ability is if Chthon marked her. Before we get to what that means for the next episode and the future of the MCU, we got given a little post-credit scene. Scrolly's Swordman Hayward, he replicated Vision. He basically recreated Ultron to take out Wanda. The next episode is the finale! We're gonna get a big battle between Wanda, Vision, Billy and Willie, Agatha, Monica Rambeau, New Blue Vision, maybe Quicksilver? This is absolutely going to be a VFX heavy episode considering all the witches and flying and power beams and speed. What I think it'll all come down to is a final moment where Wanda has to kill Vision. Again. Or the new Vision kills him. Either way, Vision is dying again. How many times you gotta see this motherfucker die? But that causes Wanda to have another trauma explosion, breaking and changing reality once again, but at a much larger rate. It affects people in terms of the DNA structure, turning them into mutants. And then that calls Doctor Strange to action, as he would be sensing all of this magic just like Agatha did. And he would quickly take away Wanda by putting her into a sleep or something and puddling away. Whee! The way it all ends is the way the rest of the MCU starts. Pew! Big sad explosion that breaks reality, opens up the multiverse, introduces us to gene-enhanced mutants. Because why would we get a happy ending where Wanda wins? She never wins. Even when she's winning, she loses. Thanks for watching. This has been Hero Corridor. Next week, WandaVision finale. I'm excited. Are you excited? Do you think Wanda is going to cause the next wave of mutants? Did you do us a solid with a sub? Thanks if you did. I'm forever grateful. Matewa. See you next time.
More importantly, it must be Dr. Robotnik. Chaos energy!